Planning to visit Switzerland? Hold on a second. There are 10 things you should avoid doing. It's essential to grasp the local customs and norms before embarking on an adventure to any new place. Switzerland, with its picturesque landscapes and rich history, is no different. It's not just about snapping the perfect photo or tasting the finest Swiss cheese, it's about respecting and understanding the Swiss way of life. So let's jump into it and learn what not to do in Switzerland. First off, never litter. Switzerland takes cleanliness very seriously. In fact, it's one of the cleanest countries in the world, and they intend to keep it that way. There's a strong cultural expectation here for everyone to play their part in maintaining the pristine state of the environment. Switzerland isn't just about chocolate, cheese, and watches. It's also about respect for nature and public spaces. This respect is enforced not just by social norms, but also by law. Yes, littering can get you into legal trouble. If you're caught leaving your trash around, you could face hefty fines. The Swiss authorities do not take this lightly. You'll find trash bins conveniently located in most public areas. Using them is not just the law, it's a matter of respect for the country you're visiting. So remember, when in Switzerland, let's keep it clean and green. So always dispose of your trash properly in designated bins. Next, never try to dodge fares on public transportation. Switzerland's transportation systems operate on an honor system. You might not see turnstiles or ticket checkers at every entrance or aboard every train, but don't let that fool you. Inspectors, known as controllers, conduct random checks to ensure everyone has a valid ticket. The Swiss take this system seriously, and if you're caught without a ticket, the consequences are hefty. Instant fines can go up to 100 Swiss francs, and if you can't pay on the spot, you could be facing a hefty bill in the mail. Repeat offenders may even face legal consequences. Trust me, the Swiss public transport is efficient, clean, and punctual, making it an absolute joy to use. So don't tarnish that experience by attempting to dodge the fare. Always pay your fare, it's not worth the risk. The Swiss value their peace and quiet, so don't be noisy during quiet hours. In Switzerland, there's a period of time known as the quiet hours, typically from 10 in the evening until 7 in the morning. It's a time when the Swiss take a break from the hustle and bustle of daily life and savor the tranquility of their surroundings. During these hours, noise is kept to a minimum. Loud music, boisterous laughter, or even loud conversations are considered inappropriate. It's a time when the Swiss unwind, relax, and recharge their batteries for the next day. And on Sundays, this tranquility extends throughout the entire day. Yes, Sundays in Switzerland are dedicated to rest and relaxation. So if you're planning on partying until the wee hours of the morning or engaging in loud outdoor activities on a Sunday, you might want to reconsider. Remember, respect the quiet hours, respect the peace. Love hiking. Be careful, unauthorized hiking is a big no in Switzerland. The Swiss are passionate about their picturesque landscapes, and they've put rules in place to protect them. If you're planning a hike, always stick to the marked trails. These paths are designed to minimize the impact on the environment and also ensure your safety. Going off the beaten track can not only disturb the local wildlife, but also lands you in legal trouble. Planning to camp? Remember, camping is only permitted in designated areas. Setting up a tent in the middle of nowhere, no matter how breathtaking the view, is strictly prohibited. This rule helps preserve the natural beauty of the Swiss countryside for everyone to enjoy. The Swiss authorities are quite strict about these rules, so it's best not to risk it, so stick to the trails and enjoy the stunning Swiss scenery. In Switzerland, respect for the national flag is a must. The Swiss flag, with its iconic white cross on a red background, is more than just a symbol. It's a representation of the country's history, unity, and pride. It's not merely a decorative piece to be used carelessly. Misuse of the Swiss flag is frowned upon. It's considered disrespectful to use it for promotional materials or to wear it as a costume. This is because the Swiss view their flag as a sacred emblem of their nation, not a marketing tool or a fashion statement. Remember, when you're in Switzerland, you're a guest in their country. The best way to show your appreciation for their hospitality is by respecting their customs and traditions. This includes showing the utmost respect for their national flag. So remember to tread carefully around the Swiss flag. It's not just a piece of cloth, it's a symbol of a nation's pride and unity. So show respect for the Swiss flag and the country it represents. In Switzerland, punctuality is key. Don't be late. You see, in this stunning country nestled in the heart of Europe, time is highly respected. The Swiss culture places an immense value on punctuality, and it is considered a cornerstone of their social etiquette. Being late, even by a few minutes, can be perceived as a sign of disrespect. It's not just about keeping time, it's about honoring commitments and showing respect for others. The Swiss believe that if you respect someone's time, you respect the person. It's a cultural norm that extends from business meetings to social gatherings, and yes, even to catching trains and buses. So when you're in Switzerland, always make sure to be on time. Plan ahead, allow for unexpected delays, and always aim to arrive a few minutes early. It's not just about avoiding awkward situations, it's about embracing the Swiss way of life. In Switzerland, remember, it's better to be early than late. Don't expect everything to be open 24/7 in Switzerland. Yes, you heard that right. Swiss store hours can be somewhat surprising to those hailing from cities that never sleep. Many businesses, particularly outside the major cities, close relatively early in the evening, and that's not all. Sundays are generally considered a day of rest, meaning a lot of establishments, including grocery stores, remain closed for the entire day. Now, this doesn't mean you'll be left stranded without options. Many train stations and airports have shops that stay open on Sundays, and some cities have convenience stores that operate round the clock. But remember, this is the exception rather than the rule. This aspect of Swiss life is deeply ingrained in their culture, emphasizing the importance of work-life balance and quality of life. So, when in Switzerland, do as the Swiss do. Embrace the slower pace, enjoy the tranquility, and most importantly, plan your shopping and dining accordingly. When in Switzerland, avoid discussing salary. It might seem like a harmless topic, but in the land of the Alps, discussing personal wealth is considered a social faux pas. The Swiss culture places a high value on privacy and discretion, and this extends to conversations about income and financial status. In many parts of the world, comparing salaries can be a common practice, a way to gauge one's professional standing, or even a topic of casual conversation. But in Switzerland, it's a different story. Here, talking openly about how much you earn is seen as ostentatious and impolite. It's not just a question of good manners, but a reflection of the Swiss ethos of modesty and respect for personal space. So, when you're enjoying the breathtaking landscapes and rich history of Switzerland, remember to keep the conversation light and enjoyable. Discuss the stunning scenery, the delicious food, the fascinating culture. But when it comes to money matters, it's best to stay silent. So keep your financial details to yourself. So when is the best time to visit Switzerland, you may ask? Well, it really depends on what you're looking to do. If you're a fan of winter sports and want to experience the Swiss Alps in all their snowy glory, the best time to come would be between December and March. On the other hand, if you're more interested in hiking, the summer months from June to September offer the best conditions. For sightseeing and city strolling, spring and autumn are the most pleasant. In spring, from April to June, Switzerland is blooming, and the weather is typically mild. Autumn, from September to November, showcases a palette of warm hues as the leaves change. But remember, Switzerland is beautiful all year round. Each season has its own charm, from the winter wonderlands of the Alps to the lush green landscapes of summer. So plan your trip according to the season that suits your activities best. In summary, when visiting Switzerland, respect local customs and laws. Remember, avoid littering, fare dodging, and unauthorized hiking. Be mindful of quiet hours, respect the Swiss flag, and never be late. Don't expect everything to be open round the clock and avoid discussing salaries. The best time to visit is when it suits your travel preferences. Safe travels and enjoy your trip to Switzerland.